All right. All right. I'm here. All right. Very late. I'm a little late, but shit. Had to get myself together. How y'all doing? Everybody come on in this room so we can chop it up like we do. All right. Let me close some of these windows here. Let me close that up. Let me close that up. Let me close that up. All right, man. We're here. Shit. How y'all doing, man? Glad to have y'all tuning in to the Sunday night broadcast of Tariq Radio. Everybody pile on in. I'm going to get it right till everybody pile on in. Everybody be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up button. All right? So we're in here. I know y'all been waiting. We're here. We're here. We're here. We're going to have a very good discussion on tonight's broadcast. Let me give me a little swiggy swig. All right. All right. I've already let the gram know that we're live. It's hot as hell out here. Where are my LA people? Man, it's been hot as hell out here in LA. Me and the family, we've been swimming in the backyard all week. They went swimming today. I couldn't get in today. That pool be draining you. And I've been drained all day, man. I've been unusually drained all day. I got up and I tried to get my day going, and I had to get back in bed and take a goddamn nap. So I've been drained all day. But I'm up and at 'em now. I'm well rested now. You dig? I'm well rested now. Yeah, it's 103 in Van Nuys. Yeah, it was very hot out here. Very, very hot out here in LA. What's up, D Tubman, everybody? Shout out to D Tubman. Shout out to all the mods. Again, while everybody's coming in the room, I'm gonna need y'all to hit that thumbs up button. It was hot as hell in the South. What's up, Natural Charm? Everybody say what's up to Natural Charm in the house. I'm ready to get back in production with buck breaking. I'm really ready to get that going with all these different cities having these different orders, the stage ones going back, and they're going back, all these cities, and they were progressing with the corona thing, and now it's going back, and that's been kind of putting a freeze on our travels, but we're just gonna get out here and knock this shit out. Fuck it. We're about to get on this road, and I'm gonna at least knock the filming out real soon. I've been wanting to get that out the way because I have so many other projects I want to get going, and plus bug breaking is so very important. Bug breaking is so very important. It was over 100 degrees in Colorado, I can imagine. Yeah? So you're watching me on your Xbox, Vic? That's what's up. But yeah, everybody hit that thumbs up button. I had a dream. Who knows how to interpret dreams? I had a very weird dream last night. I dreamt about a baby fucking elephant. What does that mean? Somebody said that's a sign that might be a damn baby. I'm like, oh shit, we about to have another baby in the house. I dreamt of a baby fucking elephant. So we got any dream interpreters in here? My aunt used to do that a lot. My aunt would have dreams. Hey Tariq, I dreamt about fish. Go and play the number for me. Play 355. She had a whole dream book of certain shit she would dream about, and she would send me to the store in Detroit to go play the lottery number for her. I dreamt of a coyote eating a Twinkie. Go play 778. Fish is a baby. Okay, okay, I know the elephant is protection and good luck, right? Fish, I know fish is the baby. But I thought a baby elephant was a baby too. All right? But I know elephants dreaming about elephants, that's a sign of good luck or good fortune or protection. You know? So, okay. So yeah, baby elephant means you will have dreams that become big in your life. Okay. It's a sign of patience and good luck. So, I mean, we're going to have a baby girl? Okay, shit. That's an Asian myth. So, are y'all trying to say that me and Peanut are about to get into some entanglements and have a girl? Okay. All right. But look, we got a lot to get into tonight. Let's get into it. Everybody hit that thumbs up button. Hit that goddamn thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button so we can get it started. Today, guys, I'm talking about empowerment for black people, black Americans, foundational black Americans, and then ultimately black people globally. Right now, we got a good wave going. Family, we got a very good wave going right now. This is something that we're going to have to keep going. Right now, we have a good wave of black people putting our issues on the forefront. We got the streets hot. The global community is paying attention. The dominant society here, they're going to have to make little bargains to get things back right. We're in a good space. We got to keep this momentum going. Right now, we're making demands, and they're going to have to come through with some of these demands. Because people are out here in the streets, people are not giving a damn about the so-called rule of law, because the law and the law protectors are themselves illegitimate. Okay? Law enforcement has zero credibility right now. And the dominant white society is calling out the lack of credibility with the police forces out here. They have no cred. They are proven liars. They are tainted and poisoned from the inside with race soldiers, white supremacist infiltrators. And people know this. And they're getting attacked by those in the dominant society. Out there in Texas, a couple of police officers got ambushed and killed by a white dude, a white Hispanic, I think. But even the dominant society is targeting the people in law enforcement, because once you've become tainted, even on a subconscious level, nobody can trust you, even those in the dominant society. You know? So our issues are on the forefront. People are desperately trying to wrestle the narrative. Oh, here they go with the stream. Here they go, here they go, here they go. Messing with the goddamn stream. Okay. And this is another thing, guys. Another thing. Right when we get a groove on, let me tell y'all something. Right when we get in the mix, the white supremacists start messing with these damn streams, okay? Let me tell y'all something. My stream is acting funny now. This is the white supremacists doing that shit. I'm telling you. Right when I start talking, the minute I start talking some real shit, all of a sudden the stream start acting up. Let me tell you something. Ain't nothing wrong with my internet connection at home. My internet connection works fine. The only time it starts acting up is when I go live. All right, here they go. The minute we get busy, it start acting up. My last broadcast I did the other day, it's all chopped up because the internet kept going in and out. The broadcast kept going in and out. So the minute we start talking real, here they go. Okay? All right. Here they go. And by the way, hit that, the Melanoid Ministries, ladies and gentlemen. The Cash App is right there. KingFlex818 on Cash App if you have Cash App. If you could contribute to the Melanoid Ministries, that would be great. All right. But we're going to keep spitting. We're here. Yeah, we're going to keep spitting. The minute we start talking real, here they go. Here they go with the sabotage. Speaking of sabotage, I called out Wikipedia, which a lot of people call Whiteypedia. Wikipedia, they've had a long history of anti-black bias. Even on the articles they write, especially stuff about black history, most of the people at Wikipedia are older white men writing that bullshit and being the editors, and they're supposed to be objective, and they are racially biased as hell over at Wikipedia. Whenever you talk about black history, or history in general that involves black people, they whitewash the hell out of it. Especially the information about the Moors. They go out of their way to hide the fact that the Moors were black people over on Wikipedia. And they do a lot of other shit too. On Wikipedia, those assholes got me listed as Tariq Nasheed, author, pickup artist, and conspiracy theorist. Number one, I'm not a pickup artist. The pickup artists got their game from my books. My books came out before the term pickup artist was a thing. The white pickup artist, that's something that they label themselves. I've never labeled myself as a goddamn pickup artist. So that's a fucking lie. Number two, I'm not no goddamn conspiracy theorist, and their proof or their link to why I'm a conspiracy theorist, they posted the reference they used was I think Rolling Out magazine in 2012. Some butthurt suspected white supremacist writer was upset about the information in Hidden Colors 2, trying to call, well, a lot of this can't be proven. A lot of this is conspiracy theory. It's not. When it comes to our history, all of a sudden, our history telling about the shit that we were running, all of a sudden it's a goddamn conspiracy theory. So when Wikipedia says that, they mean that black history, us doing something progressive in our history, that's a conspiracy theory. Yeah? So, what's up? Shout out to Ola. Yeah, and that's another thing. Wikipedia, and everybody is supposed to be able to go and edit. It's supposed to be an open source medium where everybody could go and edit stuff. My page is locked. They locked that shit. So only people who are in the upper brass of Wikipedia can edit my page. So they can put anything on there, which is what they're doing, and using real weak references. Nah, Wikipedia is supposed to be changed by anyone. No, that's the thing. My page is locked. Certain pages, Wikipedia will lock the page so that the open public can't edit it. Only their higher ups can do it. And I'm one of the few people that they locked the page. So this is some shit from the top. Yeah? But I digress, okay? But we've all known how Wikipedia gets down, all right? And shout out to everybody hitting the Cash App. I've been getting a lot of text messages when that Cash App hits. Much respect to you. But I'm talking about us, black people. Right now, we're starting to make power moves. We're starting to make demands. This is the first time in history that foundational black Americans had our own agenda. This is the first time we've had our own agenda and we put our agenda on the forefront. We've gotten our shit right because, number one, we've identified ourselves as a specific group, foundational black Americans. That has a lot to do with everything. Because we have this thing where we're just black and everybody who comes around us, we're all the same. We're all minorities. We played that minority game for a long time. And we've seen that a lot of these people of color, minority groups, harbor anti-black sentiments. So we've realized, wait a minute, okay, we're going to have to circle our damn wagons. Every brother ain't a brother. All this whole minority shit, these people have the same anti-black views as the dominant white society. So now we're focusing on foundational black Americans, and that threw these assholes on a curve. Like, oh shit. Uh-oh. So now that has stopped a lot of these outsiders. See, that has stopped these people from infiltrating us. Understand the art of war. Warfare, and the best form of warfare, is to not just attack the enemy. It's best to attack the enemy's plans. Okay? The best form of warfare, the most effective, is when you attack your enemy's plans. Their plan was to keep on infiltrating us with these Oreo Sambos who look like us but do everything they can to undermine us. Okay? And we've let that happen for a long time. We've let these Candace Owens and all of these outsiders come around us. Coleon Noir and all of these assholes from other places. Tyrannosaurus Burke, who's Caribbean. We've let all these outsiders undermine us. We let these people undermine us, and then we realize, wait a minute. Something is very different about these people. They kind of look like us, except Tyrannosaurus, but they kind of look like us. Because don't nobody else in America look like Tyrannosaurus fucking Burke. We've all known something was different about her ass. All right, yeah, she's from another place, okay? We've all known something was different. No disrespect. But we realize, wait, hold on, wait a minute. wait a minute. Something is going on here. These people don't have the same energy that we have. Some of these people don't have the same vibe that we have. Some of these people, it's something different. Something don't feel right when they come around and they try to represent us. There's something off about these folks. It took us a minute to put our finger on it. All these bed wenches and all of these pretend feminists that's running around shitting on black society. We felt something ain't right. Where do these niggas come from? Where are they? We didn't grow up with these niggas. We knew something was wrong. You know, we black folks, we know each other. We've been around each other growing up, and these niggas, their energy was just off. Where the fuck do these niggas come from? We start finding out when we look in their background, oh, these niggas are from somewhere else. No wonder we don't vibe with these niggas. No wonder they don't vibe with us. No wonder we got some real funny style shit going on with them. These people they don't have the same energy we have. They don't have the same energy and the spirit and the respect for our ancestry. They just don't have it. And the respect for our lineage and the respect for us. This is why they don't mind throwing us under the bus. So we figured that out, and we started looking into everybody's background. And we said, okay, no, these tethers, y'all not going to represent us. And not only that, when we see you cooning, you're going to have to get the fuck up out of here. You're persona non grata among foundational black Americans. You're going to have to go take your ass up around white folks somewhere. And see, you can't come around us with that because now we done figured you out. So the only thing they can do is get around white folks with that bullshit. And that's not as effective as they need it to be. See, they needed niggas all around us. But no, we done cut a lot of that shit out. And primarily by putting reparations and all that on the forefront. Because we're the only people who are really qualified to get it. You dig? So the minute we get somebody around us talking crazy about reparations, okay, you a tether. Get your ass out of here. Let's look into that nigga's background. Oh, that nigga's from damn Grenada. Get him the fuck out of here. Yeah? When we see people like Nicki Minaj disrespecting Rosa Parks and Malcolm X and some of our icons, we said, hey, okay, that's that Caribbean Trinidadian thing. She don't respect our culture. Let me tell you something. Speaking of Nicki Minaj, shout out to the rap YG. You know, YG said that he's not doing no more songs with Nicki Minaj. Did y'all see that interview? Let me show y'all this because she's up here doing songs with Tekashi. Let me play this interview from YG. Listen to this.
Her song again since she worked with 6ix9ine. It's a no?
Yeah, but I don't know. My feelings is hurt.
I mean,
I'm a real street nigga. Cancel. West Coast.
No more Nicki features.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Boss 6ix9ine
All right. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. So yeah, YG. Shout out to YG. YG's like, look, I don't really want to do songs with Nicki no more, and I get him on that. Because Tekashi's an immigrant. He comes from an immigrant background. So does Nicki. So Nicki, and look at the people hanging around Tekashi, knowing that he's a snitch, by the way. Look at the people hanging around Nicki and doing shit. Not Nicki, but Tekashi. Akon. Well, I'm looking at Akon's ass funny style, too. He's up here skinning and grinning with this fucking snitch. Nicki, she's another person who's an immigrant doing features with this damn snitch. So we understand we don't have a camaraderie with no damn Tekashi. Yeah, Academic, that's another immigrant co-signing Tekashi, and they've been calling that nigga out. But yeah, shout out to YG. YG was like, look, you know, I can't do it. That's just what it is. But you know what? But look, out here in California, especially in LA, we have a strong anti-snitch culture out here. In Los Angeles, we have a strong anti-snitch. That's what I like. The street shit out here, you know, a lot of folks don't talk and put people's street business out there. We don't do all that talking. We take snitching very seriously. We know how dangerous snitches are. That's why my brother Nipsey got caught up with a snitch. When Nipsey saw what Shitty Cuz pull up, Nipsey was like, "Oh man, you got to get out of here, bro." And then Shitty Cuz murdered him. That's when we don't fuck with snitches at all out here, dude. We have a very strong anti-snitch policy out here in SoCal. We don't fuck with them niggas. Or the people who rock with them. Said, what about Keefy D? Who's rocking with Keefy D? Okay? Who's rocking with Keefy D? And let me tell you something. After that whole thing that went down with Pac, nigga, there was a major war out here in the streets. That shit, Keefy D and them got a bunch of people killed. A lot of people got killed behind that shit. It was a major war out here right after that Tupac thing, man. Don't get it fucking twisted. And certain niggas had to go into protective custody and witness protection, and they done cut these little deals and all this old shit. Yeah? But I digress. We'll get on the August Alsina stuff in a minute. But like I'm saying, how many people we got in here? We need to get about 8,000. We got 5,000 people in here. We ought to get about 8,000 people in here tonight. It'll be a good night. Y'all hit that thumbs up button. But like I'm saying, I'm talking about us being on code, us getting the riffraffs out from among us having an agenda. And because we have an agenda, because we're focused, because we understand that we have to have an economic base, this is why we're talking about reparations. This is why we understand we have to be politically savvy. This is why we're telling these politicians we're not going to rock with you because of these symbolic gestures anymore. We're not doing the political naivete game no more. You're going to have to come with tangible specifically for us. And every time they put out this trick bag language, well, we're going to do something for minority businesses. Nope. We're going to do something for people of color. Nope. So we're getting more savvy politically. We're getting more savvy as far as protecting ourselves. You got brothers showing up to these protests armed. Brothers staying armed up, practicing the Second Amendment as they should. So that image of brothers and sisters getting on code like that, enough of us are getting on code. The key thing is enough of us are getting on code. That's the key. Is there going to be some off-code shit? Of course. But enough of us are getting on code. And family, the more of us get on code and we start telling people what the game is going to be, one thing we've been saying over and over again, we want these race soldiers, especially these Karens and all these people, punished. We want these people punished. We don't want no police reform. We don't want no kumbaya, let's have a PTA meeting to get to know each other. We want these people punished. And now you see there are a lot of cases with these suspected white supremacist women who's out here running up on black folks, pulling guns out on them. These people are starting to get charged now. They're starting to get charged for some of the stuff that they're doing. That white supremacist suspect couple out there in St. Louis, they're investigating them now. The right-wing community is trying to protect them, talking about the Black Lives Matter protesters were trespassing on their private road. No, that's not trespassing. And those people are not they don't have ownership of that so-called private road. It don't work like that. Them running out their houses, pulling guns on people, talking about we were scared for our lives, that's not going to fly. And hopefully they get charged this week. White woman in Michigan got charged for pulling a gun out on a sister and her daughter. The white woman up there in New York, they charged her, and that Sambo, Moist Sambo, was trying to say he don't want her punished, and that's another thing. Because enough of us are getting on code, we're starting to see a lot of these Negroes who's a part of the silly Sambo sector of black society. What we're starting to see now, we're starting to see a lot of black folks out here who low-key don't really want to do anything about white supremacy. They want to make a little noise so they can seem like they're down with black society. But now that white people are starting to be punished and we're calling for that, we're out here getting statues removed. without getting permission. We're telling them, you take it down and we take it down. And, you know, Trump and all these people are threatening folks with years in jail if you touch a statue, and people are still taking them down. Okay? People are still doing it. So now, you're starting to see a lot of black folks who are going extra with the all lives matter. If black lives matter, shouldn't all lives matter? Now, family, when Negroes start talking like that, oh yeah, the Karen Act that they're trying to put together out there in San Francisco up there. But now you get to hear a lot of all lives matter talk. And why we be doing all this crime in the black community. All of that, when you hear Negroes saying that, that's a deflection. Why we doing all this black on black crime? That's a deflection. Yeah? That's a deflection. Because any Negro who runs around talking about what about black on black crime and what about all the shit that black folks do to each other, okay, ask them one thing. What are you doing to stop it? If that's more important than white supremacy, Negro, what are you doing to stop the black on black crime? What are you doing to stop that? Nothing. It's nothing but a deflection. They're not doing a goddamn thing because you can't do a thing about it. And that's why they say it's a very useful deflection because, number one, you can't do anything about other black people committing crime. Every group is going to commit crime. Black people are the only group that's told that in order for you to get justice, you have to be held to an impossible standard of a crime-free community. That's impossible. Do you understand? That's an impossible standard. No community of people is going to be crime-free. It's impossible. And we're the only people who are held to an impossible standard, which is basically white supremacy. It's all, well, if you don't live up to this standard, we're going to justify punishing you into perpetuity. Okay? Any Negro who says, what about black on black crime? It's nothing but a damn deflection. Because let's say magically you stop black on black crime tomorrow. Ain't no more black people committing crimes. Now what you gonna do about white supremacy? Because white supremacy is still there. The problem is not black on black crime. The problem has always been white supremacy. If we're gonna talk about black on black crime, let's start peeling the layers back and ask questions. Because like our wonderful Queen Mother, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing said, all roads lead back to white supremacy. Okay. You want to talk about black on black crime? Now what about it? Well, black folks be shooting each other. Okay, why? Because niggas be grimy. Why niggas grimy? Because they be all in the hood trying to rob each other. Okay, why is this black person in a position where they got to rob somebody? Well, he's in the ghetto. Why is he in the ghetto? Because he ain't got no money. He can't afford to move out. Oh, okay. How come he don't have no money? Well, because of, ain't no opportunities. Okay. How come he doesn't have opportunities? Well, because racism. Oh, so it is racism. See, it always goes back. All roads go back to racism, guys. All roads go back to white supremacy. All roads go back to white supremacy. Yeah? Anything negative that any black person is doing, they're doing it under the white supremacist watch. They've orchestrated it that way. All roads go back to white supremacy. You just peel those layers back. Man, niggas out here selling all these drugs and shit. Oh, that's the problem. Ain't no white supremacy. All these old drug dealing niggas with all that crack. Oh, okay, let's go. Let's peel that back. Where'd he get the crack? What you mean where'd he get the crack? How did he get the crack? Well, another drug dealer. Where did that drug dealer get the crack? Well, just because somebody accepted... No. Let's peel it back. I ain't asking. Where did he get the fucking crack? From another drug dealer? Okay, where did that drug dealer get it from? From somebody in Colombia? Oh, Oh, okay. How was that Colombian allowed to bring the drugs in here? Now, they can bring drugs and everything else, but they can't bring no proper education, nothing, but they can damn sure get a brick of cocaine in here. How's the CIA, how's the Colombians and all these people able to go under the radar under the most powerful country in the world and get all these drugs in here? And they got all types of security and all these border patrol. Well, the CIA be letting them do that. Oh, the CIA. Who runs the CIA? White people? Oh. Yeah? You just start peeling the layers back. Peel the layers back. Just peel the layers back. Nigga, they're allowed to bring crack in that neighborhood. Well, just because they allowed to do it, y'all don't mean y'all gotta do it now. Another coon talk, okay. So how come he don't have any other option? Okay, if that black brother is in the hood and he sees some crack and somebody asks him to sell that crack, now why is he selling that crack and not doing anything else? They just want to sell that crack. Why does he just want to sell it? That's just that part of the culture. Part of what? The culture of selling crack? What do you mean? Some of them just want to do bad things. Why does he want to do bad things? How come he don't have any other options? Well, there's a lot of racism. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, the problem is, it's fatherlessness. Ain't no fathers in the home in the black community. 70% of the single parent household, ain't no fathers in there. Okay. So this little boy let's find some kid and find out why he don't have a father. Just pick one. Okay, this kid, little Jamal Jenkins. Okay, Jamal Jenkins. He's fatherless. Okay. Ask Jamal where his father is. Jamal, where's your father? In jail. See, the dad ain't around because the daddy's in jail. Okay, why was the daddy in jail? He was probably out there selling that crack. All right, well, let's find his dad was selling crack. Okay, where'd the crack come from? And why didn't he use any other opportunity besides selling that crack? Well, a lot of racism creates a lot of deprivation. All roads lead back to white supremacy. The common denominator is white supremacy. Why is he in jail? He got what, 3 strikes? He had a little piece of crack and got 25 years? Who put that law together? Well, Joe Biden. Okay. Joe Biden now. See, all roads lead back to white supremacy. Y'all can talk all that black on black crime bullshit if you want to. The reason why there's black on black crime is because there's white on white supremacy. Yeah? That's the reason why. Because there's white supremacy, systematic white supremacy, and all roads lead back to white supremacy. Yeah? Every negative thing we have is because of the white supremacists. Everything. Because when we do the right thing as black people, they always find a way to sabotage us. That's why I say the white supremacists are responsible for every single thing that is negative in black society. The minute we figure out a way to do things positively and constructively, they try to sabotage it. And I'm talking about every time. When black folks say, okay, man, we'll just go off on our own. We'll just go over here to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and we'll just get out your way, man. I know y'all don't want us around. All right, we'll just go over here and just do our own thing. All right, yeah, y'all niggas just gonna do that. Then all of a sudden, hey, all these niggas get all these fine clothes and all these nice cars. Wait a minute. We left these niggas alone for a couple of years. Now all these mansions, where the fuck did these mansions come from? Oh no, give me some fire, put some bombs up in them planes, we're gonna blow this shit up. In Wilmington, did the same thing. Right after slavery, black folks got out of slavery and built up Wilmington. All these rich, well-to-do black people, white people came and just tore it down. Rosewood, same thing. White people came and tore it down. Even now, when you have successful black businesses, they sabotage them shits. Down in Texas, the turkey leg hut. You saw how white people in that area were sitting around sending emails to each other, plotting to undermine that company, trying to file frivolous lawsuits against the turkey leg hut, talking about the smoke and all this old bullshit. You never hear about this being done to white businesses or any other business. Black folks, this is why you better get off this shit about, other people come over and be successful. How come we can't? Other people are not sabotaged. Other people are not sabotaged. White people allow Asians, Hispanics, all these other groups to come over here and have these businesses with, they be in there cooking rats, pigeons. It smells like garbage. These places are raggedy, violating every health code imaginable, and they stay in business for years. All of y'all Negroes there, y'all live in a neighborhood or you've lived in a neighborhood where the Arab or the Asian business has been there ever since you were a child, and that shit is raggedy, roach infested, halfway run down, but it's been there for 1,000,000 fucking years, and they don't never shut it down for nothing. Every one of you know a place like that. They got every health code you can name, and it is never, ever, ever, ever shut down. We've seen videos of these people literally going out. I've seen videos up in New York. These Asian food places are literally going out getting pigeons, looking around and taking the pigeons back inside. I've seen videos of that. You don't know what that damn meat is. But black folks, you get a little extra smoke in the air and all of a sudden they're trying to shut you damn down. My brother in Chicago, they get us on shit like smoke ordinances, noise ordinances, parking ordinances. They get you on these little bullshit ass laws that they don't do with nobody else. My brother, who had some very successful businesses up there in Chicago, every other week they were hitting him with a noise ordinance. Yeah, just a bunch of I'm white and I say so laws. They do that to us all the time. Our brothers up there at Redstone Firearms, they're dealing with that right now, guys. My brothers Jonathan and Geneva, his wife, because of everything that's going on right now, you got a lot of black folks getting tooled up. And that Redstone Firearms, I done sent dozens and dozens of folks up there. So they're doing good business right now. And now you got this black-owned gun store in LA, and they have a line of people out there every day. They do good business. They're doing great business. Black folks are up there bright and early doing good business. Not only do they, they sell guns and everything, but they do gun training. They train you about the law. So they're on top of their shit. So everybody's going up there to them. So now those in the dominant society, they're getting uncomfortable. The landlord in the complex that they're housed, he was up there harassing them the other day. Let me play a clip of that. One of these Persian wannabe white landlords, and this landlord, he has a history of getting sued, by the way, but he's up there talking about, well, there were people up there smoking outside, and there was no social distancing. He's coming up with every excuse to harass them. Listen.
Nail salon, they have the same thing. Are you up there harassing them about it?
To who?
Diva's Nail Salon. They have the same thing that's going on.
Nobody there. What's that?
Nobody's there right now. Every day, there's people lined up outside.
Nobody.
I have pictures to prove it. I have pictures to prove that this lady right here is outside smoking. I have pictures to prove the homeless people sleeping in the damn the stairway.
Homeless?
Yes.
This is I can't do it, nothing.
Right, but what I'm saying to you is, you're only harassing us because we're black. That's the bottom line.
I love the black
Bullshit
people.
you do. You try to make this 2 months out of we moved in.
I have 60 people, black people working for me.
Working for you.
Yes.
Working for you. Not working for themselves,
Yes,
working for you.
Because I have a store. The store is working. Now I'm old. I don't want to work anymore.
Right.
I love the black people. Don't worry.
Okay, so now when he gets called out, I love the black people. I love him. I love him, the black. Fuck out of here. So yeah, they're harassing. They're going up there. The guy was up there taking pictures of customers, man. The dude went up there, brothers and sisters up there waiting in line up in, there's a waiting area. So he walks up in there just taking pictures of everybody. And they're like, hey, who the fuck is this guy? And then he's talking about social distancing and all this old shit. Oh, no, I love it, the black people. I love it. I love it, the black. It's one of these wannabe white, these are your allies right here. These are your allies right here. See, this is why we ain't on that people of color bullshit no more. That's one of the reasons why we're not on that people of color shit. Now, I hope my man Jonathan sues his ass, too. I got to holler at some of my lawyer partners out here, but I hope he sues that ass. You see, when black folks are doing some shit like exerting the protective power where you're going to protect you and your group, everybody gets on alert. You notice that? Everybody starts trying to figure out ways to sabotage our asses. See, this is why we got to start circling our wagons. We got to start circling our wagons too. You think? This is why we're going to have to start looking out for our group. This is why we're going to have to start patronizing black businesses and doing good business with them. We got to start patronizing black businesses and doing good business with them. But now, like I said, now that we are making power moves, now we're seeing some hardcore aggressive cooning out here. Not only are these niggas running around talking about what about black on black crime, now we're seeing these coons are just going full chest coon. I mean, they're cooning from their chest. I posted a video of this one Negro. This nigga is out here. He sounds like a Trump supporter or something, but there was a group of white people he talking to. And this nigga here, he has like a pootie tang ponytail. And this nigga starts talking about how racism ain't the same like it used to be because white people let their daughters get with black people. This nigga literally said this. Family, if you really want to know how a coon feels, see, this is what I like. The coons are really letting it known. They can't really code their cooning no more. They're letting you know exactly what it is. They're letting you know exactly what it is. I's free because I's got a white woman. Now listen to this. This is some hardcore cooning right here. This is some aggressive, say it from your chest cooning right here. Listen to this Negro right here. This is in the minds of a lot of coons out here. Listen to this. Hold on.
It's real, and most of them are dying from black crime. White people aren't doing anything to them.
Hold on, let me get a better clip because I want y'all to see his pootie tang ponytail. Let me get a better, bigger clip of it. Hold on. Because I want y'all to get the gravity of this coon's ponytail. You got to really get the gravity of it. Okay. This is a little better. Yeah. You got to really soak it in. This nigga has a bone straight just for me perm. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's get into it.
It's real, and most of them are dying from black crime. White people aren't doing anything to them. White people voted Barack Obama in for 8 years. 8 years. Everything that the blacks could be crying about should have did it on his watch, and they didn't. I'm black, 52. I'm not oppressed. Ain't nobody oppressing me. America is more free than it's ever been. And every black person know that. Amen. So they keep listening to somebody make you.
Now I want y'all to notice something. Notice the white men, while he's saying all this, all the white men are like, that's right. Oh yeah. Amen. Amen. Oh yeah. Now, the white men stopped all that amen shit when he says this. Hold on. Notice all the amen talk, but then it stops. Hold on, listen.
Pressing me. America is more free than it's ever been. And every black person know that. Amen. So they keep listening to somebody make you think they're going through this. Some little young 19-year-old black person, they've been through this. They ain't been through nothing. They're creating it. They're creating a problem that does not exist, like they're talking about. Is there racism? Of course. But overall, you understand how far we've come? Yeah, do you understand how far we've come? We have now in America, white mothers and fathers are allowing their daughters to marry black folks. Y'all know this stuff that don't exist like it used to.
Well, you notice they didn't say no. The white men didn't say amen to that. Now he's cooning, but when he said that he's fucking white, white women are getting with black men. The white men didn't say amen to that. Now, all that they stopped that amen shit. Now the white woman who was standing there, she liked it, but I want y'all to notice that part. The white men didn't say amen to that.
We have now in America, white mothers and fathers are allowing their daughters to marry black folks. Y'all know this stuff, it don't exist like it used to. Years ago, a white girl could have never. I'm married to a Caucasian woman, the most beautiful woman in the world. So all this talk about racism and all this, don't listen to it, it's a lie. They don't know who they're mad at. Remember, it started with George Floyd. It went from George Floyd to now it became the white people. Then it went from the white people. Now it's the whole system of America. They don't know what they're mad at. They don't know what they're bothered by. Always.
Notice he keeps referring to black people as they, as if he's something different. I want y'all to catch that too. He keeps referring to black people as they.
And you guys, don't get caught up in the hype. It's all wrong. I am the happiest man. I'm one of the happiest men in the world. I'm one of the happiest, blessed men in the world. If you could see my life, I thank God. But that's what I told them. I'm not oppressed. The only people that's oppressed in this world is people that embrace being oppressed. If you want to complain about something, there's a million things to complain about. But why not be grateful at what you have? And this is what I
Which is a white woman. That's what he's saying. This nigga's what he's saying. I'm grateful because I got a white woman.
say. If they're so bothered, why don't they leave and go to Africa and to another country? It's real.
Now, do y'all hear the white women? Now the white women, ooh, I love you. Because now the white women, when they saw that he was a coon who's weak for white pussy, when the white women saw this nigga, the white supremacists, I want y'all to notice how they all got on code. The white women got on code. When he starts talking about how much he loved white women, the white men shut up, and then the white women stood up and started hugging on this coon-ass nigga. Did y'all notice that? They got on code real quick. They know, oh, this is how we handle niggas like this. Oh, I love you. The white women stood up. Oh, it's our turn to get in here and finesse this coon. Oh, we know what this coon likes. So the minute he professed his love and worship for a white mommy, they went in there hugging on him. Oh, yeah, we got this nigga. Oh, we got this nigga eating out the palm of our hand. Yeah? Oh, I love you. They were running game. Oh, we know what this nigga loves to hear. This nigga will do anything for us. All we have to do is hug on him, love on him, sex him up a little bit. Oh, this nigga will kill for us. They know a nigga like that is a dedicated coon. Let me tell y'all something, family. We better get off this shit where we are supposed to redeem everybody. Family, a coon like that will kill your ass for white people. Do y'all understand me? A nigga with that's not no play coon. That's a hardcore, say it from your chest, bone straight perm ass coon right here who will kill your ass for white people. You understand? That nigga is real dangerous. One of these Negroes who done laid up with a white woman, and this nigga is, he's in heaven. He's in coon heaven. Just like I showed you pictures of that attorney general out there in Kentucky, that coon-ass attorney general who won't prosecute Breonna Taylor's killers. That nigga was at his engagement party looking like the happiest Sambo on earth with his white woman. Y'all got to understand, white women are like kryptonite to some of these self-hating coons, man. Yeah, this is a middle-aged coon. He's a 51-year-old coon, 52-year-old coon. I mean, that nigga, he's set in his ways. He'll kill your ass for white people. I'm telling you, niggas like that, they're very protective of white people. That white pussy, that nigga said, my white wife is the most beautiful woman in the world. You don't see these coons like that talking about no sister. But that white woman, and she probably looks haggard as hell. But this nigga kill you over that damn white woman or white people. And notice again, he kept using the term they, those blacks, they keep protesting. What's wrong with them? They. He refers to black people as they, because this nigga think that he's something else. This nigga think that he's an exotic white man. Because of his proximity to white woman sex, this nigga thinks that he's an exotic white man. That's why he has that pootie tang perm. That nigga think he's a dark-skinned Michael Bolton. You understand? This nigga think he's somehow just exotic. That's a very dangerous Negro. Yeah, I want to know what this nigga's background is. I bet this nigga's from somewhere else. His swag don't look like it's like it's from some Caribbean place somewhere. I don't know where this nigga's from. I want to know where that nigga's from. Well, that nigga thinks he's an exotic white man. All that they and using all those white supremacist talking points, they can go back to Africa. That's some shit white people say. And let me be clear, we're foundational black Americans. Our family hasn't been in Africa in 500 years. Yeah, that nigga has a Trinidadian perm or Dominican perm. I need to find out this nigga's name. He looks Afro-Latino. That nigga looks Afro-Latino. Yeah? Yeah, that ponytail is not FBA. That ponytail looks hella Dominican. That nigga look like he used them Dominican hot combs on his shit. I really want to know where this nigga's from. He got one of them Dominican perms. Them niggas in the Dominican Republic be having them perms like that. I've been to the Dominican Republic. Eh? That's one of them old school perms. But as you see, when we're talking about power moves, look how these protective coons are starting to come out. Yeah, he does kind of have a Belizean look too. That's another thing. But a lot of these protective coons come out talking silly Sambo nonsense. And nothing is sillier than what I saw in Philadelphia, ladies and gentlemen. And I talked about this a few weeks ago, how these skanks be out here at these protests, twerking and doing all this nigga shit. Out in Philadelphia, guys, I saw this video where there was a bunch of hood rats. There was some kind of block party they were having out there. There was a white cop. And you got this right here. Look at this silly nonsense right here. This is silly Sambo shit right here. Hold on.
Let's go! He the coolest cop in the city right now, man. He the coolest cop in motherfucking Southwest. All that ass, he don't stand there, take all that shit. Come on. Yeah. Let the money go. Let it go. Let's go. Yes, sir.
Okay. Philadelphia. Boy, come on in here, Philadelphia, and take this L. And I love Philadelphia. I love y'all to life. Philadelphia, boy, y'all better come take this L. These big sloppy hood rat skanks are embarrassing the game. Philly, where you at? And Philly, y'all gonna hold this L tonight, and I love Philly. I love Philly. But this type of nigga ass plantation bullshit is gonna have to go. This is silly Sambo sector shit. Y'all got these hood rats out here twerking on cops, on white cops in particular. And I've seen that before in other cities around that same area, where you got these hood rats twerking on police and that plantation whore mentality, and all you dusty niggas sitting around encouraging that bullshit too. I know a lot of those niggas are not foundational black Americans. I understand that. I get it. A lot of y'all niggas over there doing that goofy Sambo sector bullshit. You're not foundational black Americans. You're going to have to get your shit right, though. Out there in Philadelphia, family, I've seen white dudes sit around here with getting their guns and bats and out here threatening black people. Family, you got white folks out there in Philly pulling guns on black folks. Hold on, there's a place out here. Let me look this up real quickly. There was a place out there at a restaurant, I want to say, in Philly, where they pulled a gun on a bike messenger. I want to find out, what was the name of that place out there? This happened a couple of days ago, guys, out there in Philly, where they pulled a gun on a bike messenger. Hold on, let me find that thing. I'm looking through my timeline right now, but this just happened a couple of days ago. Let me go through my timeline. I want to say this happened. When the fuck did this happen, man? God, what was the name of that place out there in Philly, guys? It was in Old Town Philly. It was what was the name of that? Infusion. Right. Infusion. That's the name of it. Let me see if I got the clip of it. Where this dude, the owner, pulled out a damn gun on a brother who was telling people to, you know, wear their mask. He told some people to wear their mask. Hold on. He told people to wear their mask. They pulled a gun on this brother. Hold on. Okay, here it is right here. There it is. Okay. Yeah, this is in Philly right here. While y'all niggas out here twerking, this is happening in Philly right here. So a bike messenger, it was a bunch of people outside and they didn't have no mask on, and the brother was like, hey, y'all need to put your mask on. Then the owner of this place, Jamie Adlig, pulled a gun on the brother. Hold on.
Next time I come, we gonna be even. Come on, my guy. Then we can fuck that shit. Sit down. Come on.
Don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare.
All right, so yeah, man, these white folks out here are waging war against niggas out here in Philly. Man, they're waging war against black folks out here in Philly, pulling guns on niggas. And y'all out there twerking on cops. Man, it's not no game out here. And again, you had some white folks out here in another part of some shit, some kind of war. I forgot the name of it, but they were out here threatening what they were going to do. They weren't going to do shit. They were trying to talk all this tough shit, but they were really hiding behind the cops. But family, Philly, come on, man. Come on, Philly. Come on, Philly. Look. Certain places, man, these white supremacists, they can't be out here pulling guns on folks and you a business owner because your business won't be there no more. Certain places you can't do that shit. There's certain places where you can't be outside your business and you're going to pull a gun on somebody and then your business is going to be fine. Yeah? Is it Fishtown? That's the name of it? But as we are moving into a position of power, you see the silly Sambo sector. We see them trying to let the dominant society know where they stand. They're letting them know, hey, family, we're ready to get back on the plantation and be good little pickaninnies. We're willing to get back on the plantation and do the same shit we were doing when we got off there in 1865. We want to go back to doing the same shit. Or it's a lot of these immigrant Sambos who are coming over here letting them know, hey, we're willing to do whatever because we had it bad in our own country and we're willing to accept any type of slavery. We'll go back to the same slavery we had in the Caribbean too. We're willing to go back. We're willing to go back, just don't harm us. That's the happy slave mode. And notice the sexualized disposition of these damn hood rats. All this twerking on white cops. Family, notice that you see that a lot on that eastern seaboard, right around Philly, right around Maryland, right around the Virginia area, the DMV area. And I got love for the DMV. Shout out to my DMV folks. But let's keep it a buck. Let's talk history and sociology here. When you see a lot of that twerking on cops bullshit, popping your musty ass open, twerking every fucking 5 minutes on cops in particular, you see that right around that eastern seaboard. What's the significance of that? We're 6,000 deep in the room right now. We got a lot of folks in here. Family, what's the significance of that? That Maryland seaboard area? Because Philly is not that far from Maryland. I think Philly is like an hour or so from Baltimore. Philly is right there, right next to Maryland, by the way. So that includes Philly too. But what is it about that area? While there's a lot of sexual deviance in that particular area, a lot of that plantation type of sexual decadence, that deviant sexual behavior right around that area. Family, in that eastern seaboard area over there in Maryland and Virginia, and we talked about this in Hidden Colors 3 or 4, Maryland and Virginia had some of the biggest breeding farms in the United States. That was a place where they would do a lot of breeding of black people. Those breeding farms were heavy in the biggest ones was in Maryland and Richmond, Virginia. So that whole area right there, a lot of people have ancestry from those breeding farms. And a lot of the habits and a lot of that mentality is still alive today, especially out there in Baltimore, in Maryland. You understand? That breeding, that sexual deviant that was programmed into black people, where you had to breed, you were forced to breed with not only other black people, many times you were forced to breed with your own family. That's the thing. Those slave owners would make people, black folks, breed with their own family. That's why Maryland, Baltimore in particular, they have the highest level of incest among black people in that area, and also in Virginia too. With black folks, there's a lot of incest over there. It's become so normalized, people just do it as a standard practice in those particular areas, very heavy. Let's get deep tonight. Incest over there in Baltimore, very heavy. You know, Henrietta Lacks, her family, I think she was married to her cousin. It was that shit was real heavy in Henrietta Lacks's family too. The sister who they got her cells and used her cells to make healer cells. Real heavy shit, guys. Monique is from Baltimore, the actress, the comedian. And remember, her brother was having an incestuous relationship with her. You understand? So that generational trauma. A lot of people get into this sexually deviant bullshit and they carry it on and they normalize that. You understand? Yeah, Monique experienced that, but a lot of people out there in that Maryland area, yeah, Alabama, there was a lot of breeding farms, but I'm talking about the biggest ones on that eastern seaboard where they would breed people and then they could put them on them boats and sail down into the southern states selling people. From Maryland, you could go to Virginia, South Carolina, all those places and just sell people all the way down the board there. So that's a holdover. This is why we see these hood rats doing shit that don't make no sense. It don't make no sense for you to be sitting up here grinding on a goddamn cop. But in your psyche that's been passed down, that's all you know, is to find a white man and put your big musty ass on him. That's what you had to do on plantations. It don't even make no sense. When niggas start doing shit that don't make no fucking sense, the minute you see a white man, especially a white authoritative figure, you crack your funky ass open. That's your coon DNA memory. Guess who else is from Baltimore? Jada Pinkett. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mm-mm. Uh-oh. Are we going there? Are we going there? Oh. Are we going there? Do we have to go there? Are we going to take a little trip there? Uh-oh. Are we going to have to bring Jada into the mix? I like Jada, but are we going to have to go there? We're going to have to connect all the dots? Uh-oh. We're going to go a little deep tonight. Uh-oh, it's going to get a little deep. I don't want to do it, but we're going to have to go there. Oh, we're going to have to go there tonight. Oh, y'all might not be ready. This might be a little too heavy. This might be a little too heavy. I don't know if I should go there. I don't know if we should get that deep with it. Oh, we might just have to go there about Jada. My beautiful sister, Jada. I love Jada. I like Jada and Will, but we're going to have to go there. Jada was getting into some enhancements. Not some enhancements, but some entanglements. Look, Jada Pinkett is from Baltimore again. Jada Pinkett is from Baltimore. Look at the entanglements Jada is in. Let's connect these dots. Jada, as we all know, Jada and Will, there was a situation with August Alsina, who was having a sexual relationship with Jada. In her words, she called it an entanglement, but it was a sexual relationship. Understand. And Will was cool with it. We're going to get on Will in a minute, but we're focusing on Jada right now. Focusing on our sister Jada. Now, Jada and Will, they brought August Alsina in. August was, from what I understand, guys, August was friends with Jaden, the son. Am I correct? I just want to be right and exact. August was friends with Jada's son. Am I correct? Am I correct? And Will is from Philly, by the way. But again, Will is from that seaboard area too. Will is from Philly. Okay? You want to know where else they had them breeding farms that was real heavy? New Orleans. Down there in Louisiana, they had them breeding farms down there too. In New Orleans. There's a lot of sexual deviancy that goes on down there too, especially with them damn French. Them French were real big on raping dudes down there in Louisiana. We're bringing this shit all the way home. Now Will is from Philly, right next to Maryland. Jada's from Maryland. August is from New Orleans. Ain't he from New Orleans? All right. So they bring in August, and they're treating August almost like a son. They're bringing him in on a nurturing as almost like parents. She's being a maternal figure to August. She's bringing in August as like her substitute son. That's the whole vibe she was bringing him in as. She was on some, well, this is like a son. That's how she was bringing him in. I'm here to heal him, to be a nurturing mother figure to a certain degree. Okay? She was on some mothering figure bringing him in there, bringing him up there around her husband and all this old stuff. And then the husband gives an approval for them to get into a sexual relationship. Now, this goes beyond swingers. We're going to go deep with that. Let's go. We're going to go deep with that. But again, so now she's supposed to be this maternal figure, and all of a sudden, she's throwing pussy on this man and saying that it's healing. Now, we're going to get into that swingers thing in a minute. We're going to get into that swingers thing in a minute. So now she's a maternal figure having sex with a person who's supposed to be like a son to her. That's that Baltimore shit again. Even though he wasn't, but now that was how the whole relationship was set up. And your Jade introduced them. So now you banging your son's homeboy. You dig? And you got it right, if that's what you want to do, but then trying to craft it as if you are, well, I'm healing him, when you healing him with your pussy. You dig? And the fact that Will was cool with it. See, this is the thing we got to get into. What's the nature of Will and Jada's relationship? People talk this swingers thing. I think it's deeper than that. Again, I like Will and Jada, but let's look at this thing from every angle. No dude, I don't care how much of a square he is. If you're a heterosexual dude, you're going to have a little taster player in you. Family, where are my women? Let me talk to my women here. And by the way, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. We need y'all to hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button, guys, because we going here. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. Family, ladies, let me talk to the women. Women, when we date a woman and we're in a relationship with a woman, in our minds, we don't really break up with you. We break up with you, but in the back of our minds, that's still our pussy. No matter how long it's been, no matter how long we haven't seen you, whatever, we still believe deep down that's still our pussy. We don't want nobody else really hitting that. That's still our pussy. We don't want nobody else getting that. So now, for Will to be sitting up here all cool with this thing, and Jada saying she just wants to feel good. When you look at Red Table Talk, when you look at some of those episodes, you could see something is going on in their relationship that's off. Will and Jada, they don't really have chemistry like that when you look at them. They don't really have no sexual chemistry. When you look at Will and Jada, let's be real, there's no sexual chemistry. It's like best buddies or something. There is zero sexual chemistry between Will and Jada when you look at them right now. Zero. And when you are watching that show, you keep hearing about how Jada was depressed and Jada was feeling bad and all of this stuff about how Jada's so depressed and they had arguments because she's so depressed and Will said, hey, well, you need to figure out what's going to make you happy. When you talk like that, it's something else is going on there. This whole thing about how Jada ain't happy. If you look at Red Table Talk, there's always these conversations about how Jada ain't happy. You understand? Jada ain't happy. Jada ain't happy. It's never Will is not happy. Will seems very happy. It's always Jada ain't happy. What the fuck is she not happy about? Let's get into this thing, family. No, I think it's deeper than that. Will is always happy. Will is smiling, grinning, or whatever, but Jada is always into this deep, reflective, hey guys. She's always into this deep, reflective thing. There's no real joy you see with Jada. And again, I'm not saying this to disparage. I like both of them. They seem like good people. But let's just talk real, what we're seeing and what we're covering here. It looks like, guys, they have a business arrangement with their marriage. This looks like a business arrangement. Now, we've heard stories about swingers, and I won't get into that because I've heard some things too, but I don't really snitch about street shit. So that I won't speak on. I don't talk about street business because I've heard some real direct shit from people who've been to some of these. All right, I'm not going to go there. I've heard shit, but I'm not going to speak on that. I'm just going to speak on general things that the public knows. But my conjecture is, it appears that they have some kind of business arrangement. It seems like, ain't really no swinging thing, Jada might be Will's beard. It looks like Jada might be Will's beard. And Will Smith is an action star. For an action star, you're supposed to be your macho guy. But for black actors in Hollywood, you're supposed to be, especially at that age, you're supposed to be married. Because if you're in your 40s and 50s and you're single, people are going to start putting two and two together. Like, hey, how come this nigga ain't got no wife? And they're going to be looking at you funny style. So you're going to have, if you want to be an action star, you're going to have a beard. And you know, a beard is a woman who makes you appear to be straight. You dig? Hold on. Now, family, there's been a lot of rumors about, hold on. There's been a lot of rumors about Will, and I won't get into too many rumors, but there's been rumors about Will for years. I'm not going to say if he is or as he is, and I'm just saying what rumors are. And when you put two and two together, you see certain things. Family, let's go back to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Let's just go deep. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that show is about Benny Medina. How many of you have heard of Benny Medina? Benny Medina is a gay black man who was a big-time executive at Warner Brothers, okay? Nobody's disparaging, I'm just talking history here. Benny Medina is a gay black man who's a very powerful executive. He was an exec at Warner Brothers at the time. He's responsible for a lot of people's careers. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that show is about Benny Medina. The show is about Benny Medina. Yeah, he's J-Lo, a whole bunch of people. And I know people who work for Benny Medina. He seems like a real good guy, but he's a gay man, gay black man. And the show, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, is really about Benny Medina's life. I think he moved in with a rich family, some shit like that. Now get this. The show Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, they didn't want to get Will Smith at first. The person they wanted to get was, or who they were considering, I'll just say that. One of the people who they were considering was MC Shan. Where are we? My shit seemed like it's messing up. They wanted to get MC Shan because MC Shan was on Warner Brothers Cold Chillin' at the time. And again, Benny Medina was a big exec at Warner Brothers. But MC Shan was like, hey, there's some gay stuff they trying to get down, and I ain't really with all that shit. It was something that happened, and MC Shan kind of broke bad on Benny Medina and started calling him out for being gay and all this stuff. Yeah, so it was some funny style shit going on. And MC Shan was like, fuck that. Let me see, I got an interview I'm gonna play of MC Shan. Hold on. This is Benny Medina and Will Smith right here. And this is MC Shan talking. Hold on.
You gotta do this to get a deal. That has always been the thing. That has always been it. How these motherfuckers is doing now, you gotta do nigga. Motherfucking the reason why I got fucked up is because I called Benny Medina a faggot to his face. He was trying all that smooth shit. I was a do for it? Suck a ball? No. I ain't with it. Next thing you know, they got Fresh Prince. Will is my man all day long. Will Smith's first show that he ever did was with me. But I gotta sit and question, like, yo, I know who you was fucking with, Benny Medina. Your fucking first movie after you did that shit was 6 Degrees of Separation. Did these motherfuckers induct your ass into the club?
Okay, all right. I'm just playing interviews here, but yeah, that's MC Sham was like, hey, no, they trying some funny shit. That's what Shan says. I'm just playing. I'm just the messenger. I'm just playing what Shan said. He said, hey, they were trying to take me under his wing, and they were trying some. Nah, MC Shan was like, nah, whatever y'all. I ain't trying to do that. Yeah, we're not trying to go there. Yeah. He said we ain't trying to go there. And there's been a lot of stuff said about Benny Medina now. There's been a lot of stuff said. No, I'm not trying to disparage anybody. I'm not trying to disparage anybody, but shit. Listen. Hold on. There's one dude, hold on. Look, there's a white boy. Listen, look at this. Hold on. There's a white boy who was an actor named Jason Dotley who claimed that, Benny Medina tried to rape him. Hold on. This is a white boy. Hold on. We're gonna just break it all down. I'm just delivering the news here. I'm a reporter reporting the news. I'm reporting the news. That's all I'm doing. I'm not saying yay or nay. I'm just saying what's being said. Okay? I'm just letting y'all know about these circles of people. Okay? He said this white boy said that Benny Medina almost raped him. Invited him to his house. He received a tour of his home. He said, okay. Now, I don't know if this is true. I'm just saying what people are saying. Now, these are the circles we're talking about here now. I've heard that rumor about Quincy Jones, and I've heard about that. I've heard stuff. All right. Again, I'm not trying to be libelous here. I'm just saying what's being reported. Okay. I'm just saying what's being reported. So these are the circles Will is in right now. Okay. You around that Quincy Jones, Benny Medina circle. There's been a lot of talk about that circle for years. You understand? So now, with Will, he's making big moves, a big action star. So now, with the rumors swirling, you got to get him wiped up. He got to get a wife here. So now, he's with Jada, and it looks like they have a deal going on. And Jada seems like a rider as far as being down to keep the family brand together, because Jada has 2 children by Will. So Jada seems like she's sacrificing a lot for the family, to keep the family brand together. You understand? And it seems like, it's taking a toll on her. Hold on. It seems like it's taking a toll on her. And y'all remember when Jada was on, I think, Oprah, one of those shows? She's like, look, this shit better work, or I'm going to have to try the Ellen thing. And people are like, oh, what the fuck is she talking about? She's like, yeah, if this marriage don't work, I'm going to try the Ellen thing, meaning she's going to get with women. Okay, so I'm just giving you some of the shit that they're putting out there. They've been throwing out little clues for a long time here. They've been throwing out these little clues for a long time. But now, again, this looks like a business arrangement. The arrangement is they got together and said, hey, look, yeah, I've heard why they got divorced. I've heard why. I've heard some stuff why, but all right. But yeah, y'all remember that? If y'all remember, she was on Oprah. She said, yeah, I'm going to go try this Ellen thing. She was throwing some shit out there. Yeah? And sounds like they got a business deal going. Will, if you're an action star, you can't have people questioning your sexuality. So you get with Jada, you know, make sure she's good, you know, she'll get some acting opportunities and all this old stuff. But you know, you make sure she's good, she's going to be well paid. And also her incentive to keep the secret going is she got children by him. So she don't want to mess the Will Smith, Jada, and Will brand up because she knows that it will negatively affect the children. And Jada seems like she's going to ride for her family, including the children. So this is her incentive to go along with possibly being a beard. Do y'all feel me? Because all of this, she ain't happy, she ain't happy, she ain't happy, but Will seems very happy. Seems like Will is being fulfilled, and her thing is to just have her some little side shit popping here, side shit popping there, keep the rumors about the swinger thing going, because when people see shit out here in the streets of LA, oh, they're swingers, so we've heard that. But I think it's deeper than that. We've always heard things about her with the swinger thing, but you don't really hear shit about what Will is doing out here. You don't hear about what Will is doing. A lot of people think there's a bag of pussy somewhere that Will is dipping his hand in. Because for a man to be cool with his wife getting dicked down by this nigga, August, what is she cool with? What is Will doing that she's cool with? She has to have something on Will for him to be cool with her. They're up there, and let me tell you something. A lot of that shit, what they were doing at that Red Table Talk, what they did, they were under the facade of being transparent, but a lot of it was bullshit too. Will was saying some shit like, oh, I'm gonna have to pay you back. That was a bunch of game right there. That was a bunch of game right there. Because again, if this happened 4 years ago, how are you gonna pay her back and all this old bullshit? So Will knew they're not really together. This is a business deal. So she got secrets on Will. Because if she's so unhappy, why don't they get divorced? Why won't they just get a divorce? Because she understands that Will needs her. Now she seems like she's riding for Will as far as the family. She understands that Will needs her, and in order to keep the family brand in order, she needs to stay there in the marriage. If you're that unhappy and you got to dick down side niggas and all that, naturally you would just get divorced. But again, if you come from a lineage of these toxic ass, crazy sexual relationships, you will learn how to normalize that. That goes back to that whole Maryland Seaboard shit, where you can find a way to normalize sexual deviant behavior. Remember, Jada's mother, a beautiful mother, but her mother was a drug addict. So no telling what Jada grew up looking at in her own home. No, not being accusatory, but your mama a drug addict out there in Maryland, no telling what Jada saw, okay? So, family, it looks like she's protecting Will. This whole thing, they're trying to make it about Jada. She'll be the fall guy. This is really about Will. This is really about her protecting Will. Yeah, they're on a bad marriage for life and all that. This seems like they're doing something to protect Will. Now remember, they were saying some stuff about Will and Dwayne Martin, how they were unusually close. And look, they live not too far from me. I see them all the time. Dwayne and Tisha, I would see them all the time. And Tisha, by the way, was throwing some subliminals. Tisha was on social media throwing some subliminals the other day. Like she knows what's up too. Yeah? Tisha was throwing those subliminal messages. But it appears that Jada is like, look, We know that Will is out here, and this is my conjecture. Will might be out here with some bussy. I got to keep his secret for him, because if they were to get divorced, people are going to ask questions. If they see Will, this big action star, he's out here single at 50, people are going to ask questions. And if he tries to get another beard, can you trust it? You don't know who you can trust. Will knows he can trust Jada. They can trust each other. Yeah, Will, Tisha and Dwayne divorced. They did divorce recently. But they can trust each other to hold their secrets in the closet. See, August was the one who busted them out and blew up their spot. But they know that they can trust each other to hold their damn secrets. Yeah? And if Will went out here and tried to get another beard, you don't know what the woman might do. You try to get a new chick and you don't know if, well, shit, I need some more money, I need some more fame. You can't trust people. He can trust her. So they have a relationship that seems like a business deal because they can trust each other. Yeah? So it ain't just about that swinger thing. See, that's a rumor that they let get out there to make it seem like they both out here are both doing their thing with different women. No. I really think that there's a pot of bussy at the Rainbow. I really think that. Yeah? And yeah, I think August, being down there in New Orleans, I think that he might have been, touched when he was a child. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think something might have happened to him too. Yeah? But I digress. Come on, we in here 7,000 deep. Everybody hit that Cash App, by the way. Hit that Cash App, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that Cash App, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that Cash App right now. Family, they got something where they were talking about facial recognition. The police are using facial recognition, and already there's some bullshit with that. Already with that facial recognition technology, there's some bullshit with it. And people knew this was going to happen. The police using, look, whenever they come up with new policing technology, it's always going to affect foundational Black Americans. It's going to affect us negatively. And they got some facial recognition technology, and it out there in Detroit, it led police to arrest the wrong man. So now when they start targeting us, and you knew it was a black man, yeah, we knew it's already falsely targeting black folks, okay? So this facial recognition thing, if somebody shoplifts from a store and they use facial recognition technology, they'll just go out, see a random black person, shoot them, and say, oh, well, it's not me racially profiling. It was the facial recognition machine that was malfunctioned. So now they get to blame anti-black racism and violence on a goddamn machine. Oh, no, I wasn't profiling him. No. I wasn't profiling him. It was the robot that did it. So understand the game that's going on, guys. Understand the game that's going on. Shout out to my dude, Kwani, hit me up. Yeah, Kwani, real talk. My dude Kwani. My dude Kwani is telling me some stuff about Will. Yeah, I've heard the same shit, Kwani. I've heard the same thing. But another thing too, family, look, because we are stepping up to white supremacy, we're making moves now. We're letting our demands be known. There's a lot of scared people out here. The white supremacists, they're trying to hit up soft targets, and a lot of black folks are going to have to stop being scared. I know down there in Florida, there were some flyers being passed around at an apartment complex, and the flyers were talking about the black people need to be careful because the NAACP has told them that The white supremacist groups are going to be targeting black people who are walking by themselves. So everybody, the flyer was like, everybody stay prayed up. Y'all stay prayed up now. Nigga, you better get sprayed up. Fuck getting prayed up. Let's not start talking that prayed up shit, dude. You better get you some weaponry. Y'all better get y'all guns ready. Y'all better get y'all weapons ready. You understand? Because these white supremacists are going to start targeting soft targets. They're going after women and children. And a lot of black folks, you're going to have to stop being scared to step to these folks and protect yourself from them. There are a lot of black people out here who are afraid to protect themselves from these white supremacists. Just like that moist dude out there in Central Park, the bird watcher, he's talking about he don't want to press charges against the woman or none of that stuff. See, that's a nigga who don't want to offend white society. Out there, I think in Rhode Island, in Valley Stream. Where is Valley Stream? Is that Long Island or Queens? Where is that, my New York people? I retweeted this on my Twitter earlier. Where is Valley Stream? It's either in Queens or Long Island. There's a situation happening out there right now with a black lady. Where are my New York people? Where are my New York people? Is it upstate? Where's Valley Stream? It's Long Island. Okay, it's in Long Island. Okay, so this woman moved into a house, a single mother, and she's been harassed by some white supremacist neighbors, okay? And it says somebody was trying to retweet what's going on with the woman. It says this woman's house in Valley Stream is being harassed and threatened. She'll be having a protest soon. I have her address and number at her request. She does not want anybody to come, but we can patrol the area if need be. Now, she put this on her door. My name is Jennifer. I'm a single mom, a registered nurse. My neighbors, they've been racially harassing me since I purchased this home. I took the footage to court and won a $5,000 judgment for the videos they have thrown. Human feces on my property, it was recorded. They're planting dead squirrels on my property, telling me to go back where I came from. They have friends come and spit on my property. A blowtorch was taken to my home at 3 a.m. They said that I could be erased. The friends also threatened to get rid of me and my cameras. They walk around the back with guns. The police said I have to be harmed for them to make an arrest. I fear for my life at home. You will hear prayers. Hold on. Sorry, guys. It says, you will hear prayers coming from my home. I apologize for the noise. Okay, she needs to stop with that bullshit. Okay, and let me show you some other stuff. So it's showing how some of her white supremacist neighbors are sitting by her house with guns and all this shit. Okay, and let me tell you something. You know, the police are not protecting her. And some brothers and sisters out there in New York, they said, hey, we'll come through if you want us to. She don't want nobody to come through. Oh, Lord, don't give my address. Don't let nobody know now. Let's not do all that now. Now, she's acting scared of the white supremacists, but also scared for black folks to really help her ass. She's scared for black folks to come out there and really put in some damn work. A lot of people have offered to help this woman. A lot of people are like, hey, my New York brothers and sisters are like, hey, we'll pull up. What's up? No, my lawyer said don't do that. Let's not do all that now. Listen, family, and I've dealt with families like this before. A lot of folks, no, this is what they want. Let's be real. Let's be real. Because I got some folks, I know some riders in New York. I can call some folks out there to make sure the crib is good. We know some riders out there who can go out there and make sure them white supremacists ain't on that woman's bumper like that. But this is the thing, man. Let's be real. A lot of Negroes, what they want to do, they want to make a lot of noise. When white people or some white supremacists are attacking them or harming them, They want to make enough noise and they want to get and round black people up so we can make noise and call attention so that white people can come and save her. That's what she wants. That's what it sounds like she wants. She wants black folks to make noise, but white people to come in to rescue and fix shit. That's what that sounds like. Yeah, somebody says she might be Caribbean, which is true. That's another thing. She might be Caribbean. I think I've heard people say that a lot of black people who are Caribbean, yeah, a lot of West Indian. Yeah, so the fact that other black Americans are coming, no, I don't want the niggas, the black Americans to come through. No, I need white mommy and white daddy to save me. That's what they want. They want somebody white, groups of white people to come in and say, okay, we'll stop them. That's what they want. Because when black folks are like, hey, we'll come out there and put in some real fucking work. Oh, no, don't do that now. I lose favor with the white folks. I got a zaddy, and zaddy won't like that. Watch niggas like that, man. Yeah, shit, let her ass be. If that's what it is, let me tell y'all something, family. If anything happened to me from some white supremacists, I want black folks to ride for me. I'm telling y'all that now. I want black folks to ride for my ass. I want y'all to ride for me. Anything happened to me, I'm saying this while I'm here. Anything happened to me, I'm giving y'all permission to ride for me. I want y'all to ride for me first. Anybody else want to come secondary, that's good, but I want y'all to ride for me first. Yeah? But a lot of niggas are like this, man. They don't want black folks to come in and fix shit because deep down they know if black folks come in and regulate and get shit right, other white folks are going to look at her, okay, you're militant. You dig? See, that's all that is I don't want to fuck up my white approval. If I call black folks to come in here and get this shit right, which brothers are like, hey, woman, where are you? What's the address? Brothers are ready to ride the fuck out. And this woman is, don't do all that now. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be best. I'm trying to work through the system and see what we can make do, and we're going to pray on it. Pray on it. When niggas say we're going to pray on it, you're praying for white people. Let me tell you something. Anytime a Negro talks about what they going to pray on, they're praying that white people are going to do something about it. That's all I'm a pray on it means. I want white folks to come through. Whenever some Negro's son or somebody's family member get killed, well, we gonna pray and begin that we want white people to do something. Pray on it means I want white folks to come through. That's a code word that niggas been using. Code word means come on, white folk, and help me. I need white people who are my gods to come help me. You dig? That's all pray on it means. Stop being afraid to let brothers and sisters handle that. That can be handled. That can be handled. Because see, a lot of black folks, when you start exerting power, that's scary. You don't want to, you know, black folks know instinctively what upsets white people. And black people showing power upsets white people. That's why black people are very cautious. A lot of coons. They're very cautious about punishing white people. See, y'all like to go out there and sing and do the kumbaya, but putting a smack down on a white supremacist ass, a lot of niggas they got a lot of reservations about that. You dig? All that praying and shit. Shout out to St. Louis. When them white supremacists went out there and tried to regulate, the brothers in St. Louis whooped that ass. I played that clip not too long ago. Let me see if I got it again. Let me play that clip again. One of my favorite clips out there in St. Louis. One of my favorite clips. They regulated on that white supremacist out there. Where's that clip? Yeah, they tried to go out there. Where is it? Where is it? This it? Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Where's that clip? Come on, clip. Here it is. There's one of my favorite clips right here. This was out there in St. Louis, and I played this the other day. but I'm going to play it again. See, this is brothers and sisters out here handling that business. Now, even though there was a mammy out here screaming, all right, you got to watch these mammies in the mix. Again, I'm going to play this again. It's one of my favorite clips. The white supremacists went out there, and when the brothers who had the guns left, the white supremacists went out there with their sticks, and the brothers took their sticks and beat them with it. And then the mammy out here talking about no, no, no. All right. One of my favorite clips. They got in them white supremacists' asses. You know? So, we got to be very careful about that stuff. Don't stop being afraid to regulate and punish these white supremacists. Got to stop being afraid of that, see? That's why, again, these white supremacists make a bunch of threats, but they ain't really about the business. Understand, black folks, look, these white supremacists don't really want it like that. They don't really want the smoke like that. Family, these white supremacists are cowardly as hell. We got to start understanding our own power. Number one thing we got to understand, family, I think we're more than 13% of the population. There are more black people out here than we're being told in America. There are way more black people. We're undercounted, and the white supremacists are overcounted. We're undercounted out here. They have to make it seem like we're just so vastly outnumbered. We actually are not. I don't believe we're outnumbered like that. Again, they scare black folks with their weaponry, but again, if you are not trying to attack their weaponry, they're vulnerable, and they know that. They know that. And the white supremacists, they understand without the weaponry, they're powerless. They understand without the technological militarized weapons, it's a wrap. This is why these white supremacists, they talk all this, man, there's going to be a civil war, buddy. Boy, you're lucky the police are there, buddy. Let me tell you something. They don't want that. Them white supremacists don't want it like that. They don't want that. They don't want to go toe-to-toe with us without that military backing. Because remember, the police are the military. They have all of this advanced military technology. And these white supremacists, they talk all that big shit and big government and all that, but the minute they show up, they're standing right behind the police. Notice, in every protest you see, these white supremacist groups are standing with the police. They do not bring their punk asses outside without the police with them. Don't let them fool you. And they know that if you got to get to the police to get to them, and that means they got access to the weapons and the militarized tanks and all that shit. Those white supremacists don't want to go toe-to-toe. We'll use Southern California as an example again. And always bring this example up. Now out here, the white supremacists, they try that. They try to have these protests and they'll try to sneak into certain areas and have white supremacist marches and all this old stuff. And they think they're going to hide behind the police. And that shit don't work for them. Notice you don't see white supremacist marches out here in Southern California like that, unless it's in Huntington Beach somewhere, way down in Orange County. But if it gets close to LA County, nah. Remember Anaheim? Let's go. At least Anaheim, I'll give the white supremacists this. I give them this credit. At least they got to park their cars. I'll give them that. I give them credit, at least they got to park their cars. In Anaheim, when they tried to have the Klan and these white supremacist groups, when they tried to have a white supremacist march, we're going to come to SoCal, and we're going to show them niggas, we're going to come out there, we're going to have a march in Anaheim. Anaheim is not too far from Compton and Watts and all that. But yeah, we're going to go to Anaheim. Okay, at least they parked their cars. They did park their cars. I give them that. That's all they did. That's all they got to do. When they got out the cars, it was something else. Okay? When they got out the cars, it was something else. They got their asses towed up. The minute they got out the cars, they got their asses towed up. They didn't make it 3 feet away from their vehicles until brothers swooped down and whooped their asses. They were waiting for them. The minute they didn't get a chance to go to their police protection. They didn't get a chance to go to their police protection. They didn't get a chance to do that. They got that ass toe smooth up. You understand? And when they tried to go to Maxine Waters' office, when they tried to do that, up there in the heart of South Central LA, they tried to go down there to South Central LA, and they were going to have a protest at Maxine Waters' office in South Central LA. They made an announcement. We're coming to the belly of the beast. We're coming down there to South Central. Ain't her office like on Broadway, like in 102nd and Broadway? I mean, it's right off Century. It's like in the hood. Nigga, I lived in that area. It's in the, nigga. Yeah, right off Broadway, right? Shh. Nigga, that's the heart of the Crips and Bloods out there. Them white supremacists thought that they were going to come to the center where you're surrounded by every Crip and Blood gang in South Central LA. They thought they were going to come down there with some bullshit. And the funny thing is, the police told them, hey, we're not going to be able to protect you when you go down there. The police let them know, we ain't about to go down there and get fucked up protecting y'all asses. Understand, the police know. They know their boundaries. Understand, remember when, let's go back to the riots in 92. And when people say, oh my God, where were the police on Florence and Normandy when all of these Negroes were just beating white people senseless? Oh my God, where were the police? The police didn't get to respond in time. That's a lie. Listen, I was there in LA when all that shit went down. The police was on Florence and Normandy when the riot started, guys. I want y'all to understand, the police were there already. The police was on Florence and Normandy when the riot started. They got ran off the block. That's what y'all don't understand. They got ran the fuck up off the block at that time. The police had to bounce. The block got too hot. They got ran up out of there. They left. So like, hey guys, y'all be prayed up, white people. We're gone. They told the white people to stay prayed up. All right? So they know their boundaries. So when the white supremacist group said they were going to go down there to Maxine Waters' office, the police let them know, we got orders to, we can't really go down there and fuck with you like that. We can't protect you. So you're going to kind of be on your own. You're going to have to be on your own, buddy. And the white supremacists, they still tried to go. The problem is they didn't get a chance to park their cars. They didn't even get a chance to park. They did not get a chance to park their cars. The brothers out there were circling the neighborhoods looking for them. You understand? The white supremacists were trying to creep and pull up, and they were trying to find an angle to get up in there. The brothers were catching them at stoplights. The brothers were catching them white supremacists at stoplights, stop signs. They were getting their asses towed up at stoplights. They weren't even able to park their cars before they got their asses whooped. A couple of them tried to sneak out there and try to act like allies. They got their ass towed up. It didn't go anywhere like they wanted it to. That's what I'm telling y'all. These white supremacists don't want the fucking smoke. They don't want the smoke like that. Nigga, the block, everybody in the hood was waiting on them white supremacists to come through. They wanted them to come through. They were circling the neighborhoods, looking for them and catching them and putting in work. Them white supremacists don't really want that type of energy out here on a massive level. They know, they talk a gang of shit, but they don't really want the business like that. They sit up with all of these, them Charles Bronson, Clint Eastwood fantasies, these white vigilante fantasies, and that's all it is, fantasy. Yeah, if you're not able to sneak up and ambush niggas, it's just not gonna work for you. Yeah? Yeah, the news was trying to say it was random white people getting beat. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Yeah? So yeah, they're not really with that business. They're not really with the smoke. Yeah, nigga, Tekashi, they got his, nigga, Tekashi tried to go to Beverly Hills and they shot up his video set in Beverly Hills. They shot that up. Then they got his ass at the airport. Yeah? So people know their limitations. But again, family, we got to start checking people to let them know, look, we ain't going for the bullshit. You're not going to punk us. We're going to have to defend ourselves. We're going to have to stop being afraid to be defended. Let's get this whole thing where you got this low self-esteem where you need white approval all the time. Let me tell you some black people. I want you to understand this, black folks. Black people, you are the secret ingredient for the success of a lot of things. Black people, particularly foundational black Americans, family, you are the secret ingredient. But black people in general, black people, whenever we try to do things on our own, especially the other black nations are actually sabotaged by the white supremacists. The success is sabotaged. In order for us to fail, we have to be sabotaged by the white supremacists directly and indirectly for the most part in order for us to fail. When we're on our own without interference, we thrive. I want y'all to understand that. I was talking about this earlier. When black businesses are successful, they get sabotaged by the white supremacists. We thrive when we are not sabotaged. That's why the white supremacists always have to be in our mix. They always got to be in our mix. Notice all of these other places, especially these Latin countries, these places in Latin America and all these other places, they come over here. A lot of them immigrate over here and they try to identify with white supremacy and try to throw little shots at us. And family, y'all always check them. I've been checking these wannabe Anglo, wannabe white supremacists, Latin coons nonstop because they come over here and start talking about y'all black Americans be doing shit with the Democrats. If you don't shut the fuck up, nobody who's an immigrant has any right to ever say shit about a foundational black American. I want y'all to understand that right now. Don't ever, ever let any immigrant group speak down on foundational black Americans on our fucking land. Don't ever let nobody do that. I want black folks to check that shit from the gate. You are never at liberty to talk shit about us, especially if you come from one of these damn Latin countries. You better keep your goddamn mouth shut. I had a nigga, it was a woman from Argentina trying to talk shit, and I was checking her ass. She's talking about how black Americans do all this crime. I said, woman, y'all down there in Argentina and Latin America selling all types of dope, killing each other, selling kids, the whole shebang. I had a Puerto Rican coon sit up in my timeline on Twitter talking about what black Americans do and how black Americans commit so much crime and ain't no racism. I'm like, nigga, why are you here? You came here for a reason because y'all failed in Puerto Rico, nigga. And speaking of crime, do you know the crime rate in Puerto Rico? Nigga, you got a lot of fucking nerve. All the crime in Puerto Rico is a hotbed for child sex trafficking. Don't you ever fix your mouth to say anything about a foundational black American. And you from Puerto Rico, and no disrespect to Puerto Ricans, but your Puerto Rican coons, they're not gonna come over here with that bullshit. I want y'all to understand, places like Argentina, all these places in South America, even Mexico, family, the secret ingredient, the flavor of those countries were black people. When they started to try to whiten up and get rid of the black people and start fusing the black people out of these places, that's when your countries fell the fuck off. I want y'all to understand that part of the game. All these countries out here, when y'all try to whiten them up and just try to marginalize the little black population here and try to fuse all the black people out, your countries fall the fuck off. Your countries fall all the way the fuck off. And then y'all try to immigrate over here to bring your same bullshit over here, and that ain't gonna work. See, at least the white supremacists over here, they understood that black people are a necessity here. They understand that. That's why America's still popping. We're the flavor. We're that secret ingredient. You understand? We're that secret ingredient that balances everything out. Argentina ain't shit right now. And they know it. Argentina ain't shit. Mexico ain't popping. All these, Cuba ain't really popping. You dig? All these countries that try to whiten it up, they try to whiten up and then fall off. Yeah? Because see, we put in the real work. We're the flavor of everything. We create a lot of things. Again, our shit has to be sabotaged in order for us to fall off. That's why they had to sabotage Haiti. Look, y'all got to remember, when Haiti got its independence, my Haitian brothers, man, Toussaint, not Toussaint because they killed Toussaint early, but Dessalines and Henry Christophe, man, they were getting it popping very fast. When they got the white supremacists off that island, they started building these great architectural masterpieces out there. The Citadel, Sanssouci, the Sanssouci Palace, beautiful architectural wonders that black people were doing the architecture for and building. They were getting it popping. They had to be sabotaged. The white supremacists around the globe saw that and said, no, we got to stop this. We got to stop this. Argentina is done. That shit is not popping at all. They got rid of all the black people. And understand, down in Argentina, all the flavor of Argentina is black. All the flavor from these countries, all the things that really is a part of their national culture comes from black folks. In Argentina, what's the national dance? The tango. That's an African dance, guys. Africans started the tango. Even the name tango, that's an African sounding name. African people created the tango living down there in Argentina. I told y'all about Mexico, the foods, the menudo, that all of these are foods that come from Africa. The mariachi music, that's African music. Black people created that. These spiritual systems out there in Cuba, all that stuff. The flavor comes from us. All the fly shit is African. That's the thing. Y'all can't do it on your own. See, they try to whiten up, but there is no flavor. Y'all try to identify with European culture. That's not what a fucking flavor is. Even the women, let's be very clear. All these women out here, the hot, spicy Latina and all that shit. The thing that's fly about a Latina chick is the African shit about her. All the shit that's fly about a Latina chick is the shit that comes from the African bloodline. The ass, the lips, the darkness of the skin, all the fly shit comes from the African side. Yeah? Yeah, Santeria, all that stuff, man. The European culture ain't really popping. European culture is just a culture of dominance, of just taking other people's shit. This is the thing y'all fuck up with. We're going to get rid of the black people who are the cultural flavor of this country, and we're going to identify with the European side. What the fuck is there to identify with? Dominance? And then what happens is, when you get rid of the black folks, what do? You identify with your European side and you dominate each other. That's when y'all become more violent. When y'all get rid of the black folks, it becomes just a hotbed of fucking crime. Crime and just deviant fucking behavior in all of these South American countries. Yeah, you look at these countries, it's nothing but people who identify with white committing crimes against each other. Ain't no flavor, nothing. It's nothing there. When the Europeans came, they didn't really bring any cultural flavor. Let's keep it a buck. They didn't. Even now, there is really no European cultural flavor besides dominance that people really gravitate to. You go down to, when you go to Brazil, all the fly shit about the culture of Brazil comes from black folks. Capoeira, all of that shit, all the black shit comes, all that's black stuff. Now, some white people, some of their flavor, now we gotta be clear. Now, some white cultural flavors we gotta give props to. Chicken pot pie. I think that's a white thing. I love chicken pot pie. I'm not gonna fuck around. Rice Krispie treats, we got to give it up. I'll give you your props. I'll give you your props. I like Rice Krispie treats, and I think that's a white thing. Fish and chips. When I go to Europe, when I could go to the UK, they would let me. I would get fish and chips, and I really like fish and chips. Fish and chips were delicious. Rhubarb pie. Yeah. Some of the stuff we got to give it up. We give some of the shit up. We give some of it up. Green bean casserole, avocado wraps. We got to give some of that up to them. You know, that's the flavor. That's your flavor. Someone said pizza. Okay. In Italy, we give Italy a little flavor. But hell, but even the pasta, that Marco Polo brought pasta from China. They brought in pasta from China. They brought it, yeah. Rice Krispie treats, I give white people their credit on that. You can't fuck with a white woman with some Rice Krispie treats. When a white woman bring them Rice Krispie treats out, it's a wrap. You better back down and let Karen do work, nigga. Let Karen do work with them Rice Krispie. White women be having trophies for their Rice Krispie treats. They be like, look, I won this at the St. Louis County Fair. Yes, my boysenberry pie, you know, I came in first place 3 years in a row at the Connecticut Strawberry Festival. And by the way, this is Ogun, by the way. I always keep the power of Ogun next to me. This is an Ogun statue. This is Ogun. Man, but what other than that, you know, ain't no real flavor coming from them. Ain't no real goddamn flavor. Yes, Sicilians are part black. Yes, they were. Yes, they're a fixed mulatto race at this point. Sicilians are a fixed mulatto race. Yeah, peanut brittle. But hell, did George Washington Carver come up with peanut brittle? We got to see. We got to see if our brother George Washington Carver came up with that. And y'all know how I am about peanut brittle now. I've been clean for about 10 years. I've been off peanut brittle clean for 10 years. Y'all know the story about my peanut brittle situation. I've been 10 years sober off peanut brittle, nigga. I had to quit cold turkey. And I'm somebody, nigga, I used to eat peanut brittle for years. I've eaten that shit since a kid. What, I had that incident with peanut brittle. I do not fuck with it. But yeah, certain foods we got to give up to white people and European culture. Fruitcake. They made that nasty shit, but some folks seem to like fruitcake. Fruitcake is the nastiest shit ever, but we got to give them their props. They came up with fruitcake. You know? Yeah. Salted pretzels. We got to give it up to them. European culture, they got salted pretzels, which are delicious at some time. Salted pretzels are good. And gluten-free Hot Pockets. A lot of good shit from there. You know, gluten-free Hot Pockets, all that good stuff. You dig? We got to give them their props. We got to give them something. Yeah? So porridge, nutmeg, yeah, garlic bread, sauerkraut. Yeah, that's their shit, nigga. Sauerkraut. Give it up now. Sauerkraut is their shit. You know? Spam. Give it up. They white folks make that spam. You don't know nothing about that spam. Mm-hmm. You know? You got to give it up to them. And the Belgian waffle, you know, give that to them. Give up that Belgian waffle. What else? What did Hush Puppies? The Hush Puppies came from here. That's an American thing. Hush Puppies. That was some. They would. I think slaves made Hush Puppies. By the way, they would fry dough and give them to dogs to make the dogs be quiet. That's why they called them Hush Puppies. But what else? European culinary treats. Goulash. That's a European culinary treat. You ain't never seen a nigga make no goulash. Currywurst. Some of those shits out there. Man, what else they got out there? Pumpernickel. Yeah, that pumpernickel. Some Cornish beef. Man. Shepherd's pie. Yeah, that nasty ass shit they be making. So was that boiled bologna? Lord. Yeah, s'mores. That's another thing. S'mores. That should be popping off. White folks get down with s'mores. Give them croissants. Nigga, they get down with croissants too. Yeah? They get down with croissants. Nigga, I can't do it. I cannot do it. But you give white people their props on some of their foods. So some of their foods, you know, you got to give them their props. You know, they try. Certain shit we don't fuck with, but, you know, they put their heart into it. Ratatouille. Give them their fucking props for their ratatouille. They be cooking their ass off, cooking that damn ratatouille. All that stuff. Some cannolis, there you go. Sloppy Joes, that's another one. White folks get down with Sloppy Joes. White people get down with them Sloppy Joes. Crumpets, your tea and crumpets, yes. Yes. They get down with them teas and crumpets. But again, you know, look, a lot of the foods, even in Europe, you got to understand that a lot of the flavoring and the seasoning, they had to go and get from, you know, exotic places. You know, they had to travel other places and get all the fixins for all that stuff. You know? But nigga, yeah, make your little bratwurst sandwich. Some ginger snaps, yeah. Windmill cookies. Nigga, give it up for the fucking windmill cookies, nigga. That's some European shit. Nigga, white folks be getting down with them goddamn windmill cookies. I give you your props. Oh shit, it's almost 10 o'clock. I gotta go in the house, y'all. Anyway, y'all, it's almost 10 o'clock. So I've overextended to make up for my lateness. But anyway, let me get up out of here, man. We've been in here heavy tonight, man. Real good conversation on tonight's broadcast. Anyway, man, y'all have a good evening. Again, thank everybody for hitting up the Melanoid Ministries at KingFlex818 on CashApp. Y'all want to get y'all No Anti-Black Racism shirts, hit that link. A lot of folks have been asking about the No Anti-Black Racism shirts. Hit that link below, noantiblackracism.com. And y'all have a good night.